Make way for Suicune! Hello everyone, this is the Mediocre Beast and I'm really happy to bring Suicune to you. This is from Jazwares Pokémon Select Trainer Series 5 lineup and I'm a big fan of Suicune. My first Pokemon game ever was Pokemon Crystal on Game Boy Advance, and since then I've been a big fan of the legendary trio from Johto region, Suicune, Entei and Raikou. I don't know. Is it because it was so hard and it was so elusive Pokemon back then, and I spent so many hours trying to catch them. So I'm so glad that now I have them. I have them on my hands, and I'm going to be able to display them on my shelf. So here's Suicune. The front of the packaging looks really nice. There's a really nice graphic of Suicune here, and as usual, the trainer series features a really nice packaging for all the Pokemon, and they are going to look really good on your shelf. The thing is, I don't display on my shelf. I'm the kind of person who displays out of box. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the Suicune out of this box and show you what's inside. Before I do that, let me quickly show you what other figures were released. Suicune, Tyranitar, Charizard, and Mewtwo were released on Series 5. I already have Charizard from Series 1. So I got these three to complete the series. You're gonna find out all of their videos on my channel, so check them out. So let's not wait any further and see how this Suicune looks from the inside. Oh, before I unbox the figure, let me quickly show you the box of the other figures from this lineup. I have Mewtwo, I have Suicune, and I have Tyranitar, along with Charizard that I got from Series 1 that was re-released with Series 5. So here's the entire Series 5. I got these figures for $30 a piece from GameStop Canada, and I think that was a really good deal, so I got all of them. So I'm not going to keep you waiting any further. Now I'm going to actually unbox the figure and show you what's inside. And here is Suicune out of the packaging. And oh my god, this is such a beautiful figure. I am so happy that I got this. I'm a big fan of Pokemon Crystal. Like I said, it was my first game. Suicune being the cover art of that game, and being such an elusive Pokemon that I worked so hard to catch. My inner child is just so happy to have Suicune in my hands. And I think all three of the legendary beasts from the Johto region, they were like the peak of Pokemon design. I think all three of them looked really cool. Suicune being the most beautiful out of the three. So I'm just really glad that Jazwares took something right out of the games, right out of the anime, and put it into a physical form that we all can collect and display on our shelves. They did a wonderful job. They just hit the ball out of the park. So I'm really glad that Jazwares released this Suicune, and with such a great quality. The plastic, the quality is it's wonderful. Like it's hard plastic throughout the body of Suicune, and you can tell it has a really nice weight. It's not hollow inside or anything. It's solid plastic. You can feel that when you hold it in your hands. These are solid plastic pieces. But the horn here, these are horns, right? So the horn of Suicune, this part here is soft plastic, as you can see here. And also this part here, the mane of Suicune, it looks to be like really solid plastic, but it's not. It is a little soft. Like if you press hard enough, you'll notice that it bends, especially here. Yeah, this confirms it. You can see here that this is not as solid of a plastic as the other parts of the body. That being said, it doesn't matter really whether hard plastic or soft plastic. The build quality is really high quality. It's really wonderfully done. The craftsmanship is perfect, I think. And the paint, what should I say about the paint? It's really great. Like, I only have positive things to say about this figure. You can see here the eyes came out looking really nice. The mouth, if you open the mouth, you can see it even has paint inside the mouth. So that is great. All the designs, all the spots on Suicune's body, they came out looking really nice. Mine has a small dark point over here, dark spot. Not a major issue for me. And there's another defect on Suicune's butt right here. Uh, Other than that, I think the one that I have here, it looks great. You see the whole Suicune comes with a display stand, so this hole here, it's gonna help you display Suicune with that display stand. So about the paint, I think apart from those minor two issues that I showed you, I mean those are nothing. Those are like very very minor. Apart from that, I think Suicune's paint is wonderful, and the color scheme itself, it looks great. Now let's talk about the important thing, the articulation. So like I showed you earlier, Suicune can open its mouth, so you could have a really nice pose with Suicune, and you can't really have open the mouth halfway. Oh yeah, you can have the mouth open halfway if you wanted, or open full, but the difference is so minor that nobody will probably even notice, so that's not important, I suppose. The head rotates. You can see here the head rotates pretty much. It has good range, good motion on the side to side movement. Suicune has this piece here to hold the tails, so that restricts the movement of the head, but that is not a big issue for me. Suicune has articulation near the neck joint here. Mine is a little stiff. I was not able to move it as much as I wanted, but you can see here that it moves, right? So this, I should probably work on this and have a hair dryer and try to loosen this joint, but there is articulation on the neck, so that's a good thing to have. The front legs of Suicune, you can extend the legs apart this much, not too much range I guess, but I think it works. It's not too bad. You can move the legs front and back this much, so that's great. You have articulation over here near the knees of the front leg. You could bend the leg this much, both the legs of course. You can bend this much, and you can even move the paws like this. So that is great. I love how much articulation this Suicune figure has. You also get articulation on near the torso. The torso moves pretty well, so that's a very good motion that you are getting out of the torso. And the best articulation I think is from the hind legs. They have great range. You can have Suicune in really dynamic running poses with these, I think. See right here? Yeah, I think that's a really great range of motion for Suicune to have. So that's great to have. And you also have similar kind of knee joints on the hind legs, so you could move the knee joints like this, and also the paws, just like the front legs, you could move the paws on the hind legs as well. So that gives you quite a lot of range to have Suicune on really dynamic running poses. And to help you with all that, they have generously added the display base. So I have the display base here, but it only comes with just one arm. So you just set this up the right way. And like I showed you earlier, Suicune has the hole here for the stand to go in. So once you have that set up, you could really have Suicune on really cool poses and take really nice pictures. So this looks great in my eyes. Like I was telling you earlier, and I can't say this enough, I am a big fan, and I'm really glad that I have Suicune here. Jazwares did a wonderful job. The paint was amazing, the articulation so far was great, and the quality was top notch. I'm really happy with this figure. Now let me quickly show you the measurements and comparison with other figures from this lineup. Oh, I forgot to show something earlier. You can have Suicune move its head up and down like this, not just side to side. You also get up and down movement near the head, so that is a really great feature. And about the tail here, this might seem like bendy wires, but it's not. It's just a solid plastic piece, so you can't really pose the tail any way you want it. It should be fixed in this way, and to help with that, they have added this transparent plastic piece over here. So this is going to help you keep the tails on the side in this way and not lose its shape over time. So that's great. If you wanted, you could move this transparent plastic piece away and have Suicune's legs just flowing freely on both the sides. You could have that if you wanted, but I recommend against it. I'm gonna be using mine with this transparent plastic stand so that the tails remain in shape and remain in place. So yeah, these are the things that I missed. So now let me show you the size measurement and the comparison. Okay, so I have Suicune in a neutral position, standing upright, and it measures about 6¼ inches long from the side. And if you measure the height, Suicune is about slightly less than 6 inches when you're measuring the height, but from the front, it's about 3¼ inches wide. So here is Suicune next to the other figures from Series 5, Mewtwo, Tyranitar and Charizard. And I think they look so nice together. The scale is perfect. You could really recreate some battle poses with these 4 figures, and they're never going to look out of place. They will look perfectly in scale with each other. Tyranitar standing a little bit taller than Suicune. Mewtwo is standing also a little bit taller than Suicune, but that works. I think the scale works perfectly. So yeah, this series, Jazwares did a really good job with this series. All of the figures, they look really nice, don't you think? So we are at the end of the video, and thank you if you have watched this far. It has been an absolute pleasure unboxing and reviewing this Suicune figure. I have just one word to explain this figure: perfect. It was perfect in every way. The paint apps were amazing, the articulation was wonderful, and the build quality is top notch. I'm really impressed with this figure and I'm really happy with it. I got this for 30 Canadian dollars at GameStop Canada, and I think it is well worth the price. I highly recommend that you get this figure if you are a Pokemon fan. You're going to love having this in your collection. Even if you collect inside the box, it's still going to impress you because the box quality was great. But if you are like me, if you want to collect outside of the box, if you want to pose with it, if you want to play with it, if you want to take photos, you're going to be even more impressed because of how good this figure is. I cannot say enough good things about this. So you should get it as soon as you can before the eBay scalpers start charging $100 for this. You should get it right now while it's affordable. So this is my opinion. I'm going to give this a 5 stars out of 5. I'm giving this a perfect score because it is a perfect figure. Let me know what you think in the comments section, whether you agree or whether you disagree with my opinion. I'd like to know what you think. So do let me know in the comments. And before I go, let me quickly request you to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I'm a new YouTuber, so your like and your subscription really means a lot. It helps to motivate me to publish better content next time. So do help me out with that. So I'm going to publish new contents very soon, so stay tuned. I'm going to see you next time. Until then, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.